On the day of the NBA draft, we have a good old-fashioned box battle between the two latest NBA products that have been released. Who will win this box battle? Join us and find out. Good day, everyone. We are back once again. We are running it back with a good old-fashioned box battle. As mentioned, these are the last two or the latest released NBA products. We have in this corner 2025-26 BOWMAN Basketball, the Mega Box, versus in this corner we have 25-26 Signature Class, both Topps products. So this BOWMAN Mega Box we paid $60 for, and this one, Signature Class, we paid slightly more at $65. So who will win? Well, let's find out. So we will get started with our rip. We will start with our BOWMAN. As you know, today is the NBA draft. So who do you got going number one? All eyes look like, unless something drastically changes, it looks like A.J. Dibonsa is going to the Wizards. However, there has been some chatter that potentially Darren Peterson can go number one because he only decided to work out for one team, and that was the Wizards. So unless a trade is incoming, because there's been rumors of a multi-team trade, that would swap the number one and number two picks as well as throw some extra players in there. Who knows what is to happen? So these are the packs for the BOWMAN Mega. And these are the packs for the Signature Class. You can see quite a bit more for the Signature Class than the BOWMAN Mega. So, but we do have to admit, both of these products, at least on our channel, have been thoroughly disappointing. So I'll show you exactly how disappointing they've been. I think we have not pulled a Cooper Flagg out of either one. All right, so let's see who's winning this box battle. Let's go with all the packs first. Let's go with the Topps Series 1 Signature Class. We haven't ripped this in a while. And, I think the intentions were good. We had hoped to get a lot of the rookies, the major rookies, and we were getting a lot of the not so well-known rookies. Pretty much in this product in the past, we've got a lot of the Brooklyn Nets, all right, their rookie class. There's a LeBron James. So it's been a while that we're ripping basketball again. We've been all in on baseball as well as Disney cards as of late. All right, so we're going to get a rookie right there. Speaking of it, it's Will Riley on this nice little parallel rookie. So that's the thing. We get nice rookies or nice cards of rookies, but they're not of the notable rookies. That's what has happened in our previous rips of this product. So hopefully we can improve things here. All right, Jalen Brunson, Mr. Finals MVP. And we are going to get a orange on this one. Once again, Chaz Lanier, not too familiar with him. And we have one here of C.J. McCollum, who just re-signed. On to the next one. So there was some major trades that were made overnight. If you've been asleep and not realize what has happened, first one, Julius Randle was swapped away from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looks like a salary dump trade. Traded to the Brooklyn Nets, speaking of them. And I think it was pretty much for a draft pick and some cash. So, all right. So we got a refractor right here of Jokic, sorry. So, pretty much a salary dump. So, Julius Randle gets traded. And then I guess Minnesota went ahead and took that money so that they could re-up Ayo Dibonsa, I forget how to pronounce his last name, who came over with the Bulls trade last year that played very well for them. There's a Victor Wembanyama. We'd like to get a refractor of him, but There is a Chet Holmgren on that one. On the colored, and Devin Vassell. But of course, it didn't. Oh, so then Nick Claxton went to the Bulls. I think it was like a 3-team trade. And pretty much Minnesota got cap relief. It's a salary dump. But the big trade is Giannis has been traded away, or was traded. It hasn't been officially yet. I think it can't be official until July the 6th. Who knows, which means they could possibly expand the trade to a multi-team trade. But Giannis has been traded. All right, here. Say Clifford, Cameron Johnson as well. He has been traded to the Miami Heat for basically Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware. Those are the two main. Jaime Jaquez. Another European player on the Heat. I forget his name. I think it's Jokic. I think that one is Jokic. Oh, no, not Jokic. Jovic. Is it Jovic that was traded? I don't know. One of those European. There's Jaquez. And I think it was Bobby Portis and Giannis were traded. So they're big over there. Was traded to Miami. So does that elevate Miami? Tell me what you think, guys. I mean, I thought a trade to the Celtics would have been really good, and I think it would have been a pretty fair trade in terms of the return, because Jaylen Brown would be the best you could possibly get. I don't know about getting back Tyler Hero. So after the draft, of course, there's a Bronny James. Look at that, Bronny James. And there's a Con Kneppel on this insert. High fidelity. I don't think we've gotten a Con Kneppel card. But anyways, so we'll see what happens. All right, so if you watch this, there may have been other trades that have been made, maybe a flurry of trades right before the NBA draft. Usually the draft is on a Thursday, but for some reason it's been moved up. There's Giannis, no longer on the Bucks. It's been moved up to Tuesday, so go figure. All right, there's a Maxi card right there, and there is a Kyrie after image card. All right, so we're down to 2 packs, and as you can see, for $65, unless something big hits, the disappointment continues. But remember, we're just doing a straight box battle, so between the two, you tell me who wins based on what's coming out. A lot more cards, definitely. But we always get Hanson Yang. There's a pure of one, Irvin Magic Johnson. And final pack from the Signature Class box. To round it out, let's see. We're going to get a special one at the end. Let's see. There's Khalil Ware, who's now with the Bucks. And final. Okay. Ty Jerome. And on this one, Elijah Martin. So we didn't get Murray Boyles. We get Elijah Martin. So there you go. That is another Signature Class. Now on to Bowman. All right. The Bowman product to me had all the potential. So, and it still does. That's if we hit the right guy. So we only get, once again, like, how many packs is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 packs, which is crazy. Pay all this money for 6 packs. All right, here we go. We're going to get a blue. We're just hoping it's of someone important. We get an auto. But my goodness, it's a wad of 150, but it's of Quentin Post. I mean, is Quentin Post even worthy of an auto? I mean, what does he even play at all? I mean, geez, we get an auto first pack, but it's of Quentin Post. All right, okay. We get some Mojo refractors there after getting the Quentin Post auto. All right, Bowman. They had a chance to redeem itself, but that Quentin Post, I don't know. There's Shea. We're going to get a Ace Bailey on the Mojo. That's a cool one. All right, we get a one. These are cool cards here, all right? We get 1 out of 275, but it's Micah Peavy. So we didn't get Derek Queen. We didn't get Fears. We get Micah Peavy. So we're getting a lot of color, but once again, not of the notable players. On to the next one. So speaking of, oh, there you go. There is OG, the man, the myth, the legend. Okay, Caden Lewis on the Mojo, Aldama. See, these guys don't even deserve a Mojo. But we are running our giveaway, guys. All right, so we'll take a little bit of a break to tell you what we're giving away because you have been patient enough to join us here today. But we are giving away the following products. We are giving away this mystery tin. So mystery in the sense that you tell me who your favorite team is and favorite players are, and I'll try and fill this tin with those cards. We'll also be giving a Topps Series 1 hanger value pack or fat pack, as well as that was 2025. We have a Topps Series 2 2026 value pack as well. So no basketball products, unfortunately, to give away. Unless you want the Quentin Post, let me know. But we may add some in the coming few days as well. So in order to qualify for our giveaway, you need to be subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so. You need to watch this video to the end, which we're almost at as we see our mojos. You need to like this video, hype or share this video, and comment. So in the comment section, we usually like to ask a few questions. So we'll start with our first one. With this being the draft day, I want you to tell me someone that is going to be what I call a dark horse to become NBA Rookie of the Year next year. Of course, you know, you hear about Cameron Boozer, Darren Peterson, AJ DeBonza. Who is that dark horse? You know, someone like a Kawhi Leonard who got drafted in the teens, all right, 15 or 16, or someone later in the rounds like a Paul Pierce who was drafted number 10. So like a late round draft pick that's going to become NBA Rookie of the Year, all right, let alone maybe a future NBA star. All right, so that is question number 1. As we wrap it up with, there's a Jared McCain and Wesley Yates. So this is another rough one, guys. Hopefully a last pack. We can get a little last pack magic. We will find out. But we do have one more question to ask you. So stay tuned for that. Cedric Coward on the base. All right, Sadiq White, Nolan Traore, and Norman Powell. All right, so to wrap it up, let's ask our final question. You tell me what other major moves are going to happen this offseason. All right, the ones have already been announced. So, of course, go ahead and call your shot. What major moves are going to be made? Is someone going to be traded? Someone else big that's going to be traded? Maybe some big offseason signees onto other teams? Let us know in the comment section. So, once again, was not a rounding success with this box battle, but I do want to know who you think won the box battle, so also add that in your comment section. So, enough of that. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, take care.